Welcome in. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. Hi. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new to Angel Radio Tarot, hi, I'm Cece. Hit that subscribe button so you can join the chat. Let me know where you're visiting from. Let's get started. We're doing the Sagittarius monthly horoscope forecast. I'm so glad you're here. Let's see what way. Hit those emojis and the hearts down there, or double tap the screen and hit the like. I always forget about that one. We're just going to jump right into, we're going to try for it week by week. Today is March 23rd. We're just wrapping up with the spring equinox. It's a joy to see that the sun is still out, or there's still light in the sky after 7 p.m. above the 45th parallel. There's some disharmony with your romance in the first week, Scorpio. There's some confusion or a mental block. I get that someone was careless with their words. Could have been taken either way, but someone feels like they're been terribly betrayed. It really cut. And it could be taken either way, but this should never, it should never even come close to that side of being funny. That was a betrayal. We've been on the conversation of contempt in Scorpio's reading just a few moments ago, but Sagittarius, I'm concerned that there has been some horsing around, is what the boys call it. There needs to be a new way of doing business. Somebody's got some hurt feelings or going to have some hurt feelings. So we're doing week 1 without any new knowledge here. Careful with your words. Yeah, disagreement. Somebody's going to ice you for this. Oh, they're going to break up with you. Look at this. Disagreement and just like ceasing communication and moving the fuck on. Someone wants to get they're going to break up with you over this. This is like, no. Hard no. Hard no. Not even fucking close to funny. I had a first date once, not too damn long ago. Good looking fella. He smelled good. I met him someplace, and then we went and had our first date someplace another day. And there was a lot of heavy flirting, and we were skirting on the edge of hookup. I mean, it could have been a very interesting first date. And it's like, talk got a little saucy, and it's like, I don't know, tell me whatever you're going to tell me. Go ahead, tell me whatever it was you were going to say. Go ahead and tell me what you're going to tell me, what you think you're going to do. And he looked at me, and granted, I looked like, this is like less than 5 years ago. And he said, if I did the thing, could I get you pregnant? I mean, like, would you get pregnant from it? Could I still get you pregnant? So it's like some wild first date combo, dude. What the fuck? Like, oh my, and that is when I ended the date. We had gotten pretty, like, a little bit of heavy petting, and not heavy petting, we were in a public place, but we were getting very touchy-feely. And yeah, like, whoa, skirt. I told him, yeah, so yeah, that just crossed a whole other line for me, like a football field away from where we were. Yeah, control, rigidity, abusive power. They feel like you are being a freaking prude. Oh, Sagittarius, are you the one that's walking away? Control, rigidity, abuse of power. No, I didn't get that this was the other person, the very real fact that they're trying to potentially control you. 444. Don't discount. Again, we're on the tone of contempt over here with you good Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra. We're the softer side of things. Why are you guys still why do you guys let people talk to you this way? It's not funny. It's embarrassing to watch. That's how you need to think about it. If you don't care about, oh, you're going to let it slide. Think about the number of people that don't want to do business with you because you're wishy-washy about something. Maybe you're not like this all the time, but this person you have zero freaking boundaries with. And they're going to drop that on you because they think they can and they think it's funny. And there's nothing funny about it. There's like a person on the outside would go, what? Impatience, lack of long-term vision, missed opportunities, lack of progress, and disappointment. So if you stay, that's what I'm getting, Sagittarius, you're on the receiving end of this. If you stay when they say this shit, when they drop this wild shit on you, you're going to miss massive amounts of financial opportunity. It's going to set you back. Again, I just said it. There are people that are watching you that don't want to do business with you. Oh my God. People ask me all the time, are you reading the cards? Do the cards do the telling? Or do you think it up? And they just like tell something? Or what's the relationship with, why are you using the cards? And it's both. It's both. They use, the cards confirm where my thought forms arise. And doing this work, you have to be very clear about what are your thoughts and what are not. 444, you may be a reader. Is that 64? You might be blind. Somebody here might be thinking that they're having a divine moment and they have been blinded by something. All right, here's the blinding. There's going to be a lack of action for you. You're just going to be stuck in place. Not only will you miss being able to say yes to an opportunity, but people are not going to bring you opportunities because you're involved with this, because you they just don't want to be near this, because that's going to blow up. They know that's going to blow up, or that's going to turn into darker and darker and darker and darker. And you guys are going to be busy doing that. You're not going to be able to like hold a job and hold a fucking, like, pay your bills and shit. That's the kind of shit that just blows up. And it could be on any financial level. Partnerships that do this shit, the power exchange bullshit, it all blows up the same exact way. You might think that you live on a cul-de-sac and your breakup's any kind of better than somebody who lives in a trailer park. I'm here in Inglewood. But I got my girl over there in Inglewood I watch up on here. But I know too, I'm from the East Coast. I know Inglewood. I know you don't fuck around over there. Maybe was that from the Fresh Prince? So and eventually this person's going to leave. And then you're going to go through the process and find yourself again. But this isolation is going to be like, I got to go home and heal. This is going to fuck my shit up. It's going to blow up. What are we doing? We got emotional maturity and getting back out there again. How many times do you want to do this? How many times do you want to do, like, oh my God. Do you really want to be replaying your dating life from your 30s into your 50s? I'm 53, honey. I'm telling you. There comes a point you cut that shit off. You just, nope. I've had enough. Thank you. Thanks. How many times are you going to go sifting through shit for corn just to get a meal? All right, so we just jumped right into, I kind of lost the week by week here because this is going to be said to you and shit's just going to go timeless for you. And I really do feel like you are at a high risk of just, I see this smushiness of time where you're going to stay and there is this conscious break of before when this happened, how you believed you were, and then after this happened, the person who you have to become to stay. You'll have to go through this fucking process. You'll have the relationship. It's a 2-week relationship. Uh-huh. How many of these have I had? You'll have a 2-week committed romantic bonanza. Lots of normal courtship, adult relationship. Right on pace with a very pleasant blah, 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 and it falls apart. And you're back to yourself again. No big fight. It just like Tinder ghosting action, some shit. It just, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck. And then you'll find a new way, move forward, build your emotional stability again, build your financial stability again, get in your King of Cups, get in your Chariot after you've had your Hermit energy, and then get into the Page of Wands and want to get back out there again. I want a different life for you, Sagittarius. That's my job right now, is to manifest a different life for you. Can we at least have some imagination? My car ride home from doing my stuff outside of the house today, I just kept hearing, and I'm not dating, I'm not in a relationship, and I kept going over that, and it's like, it's not for me. I know I'm not in a relationship. But somebody else going, what if I don't want a mate? What if I don't want a mate? Boy or girl, man or woman. What if I don't want a mate? What if I just I don't want to share my life with someone? That sounds horrible. I don't want to share my life. God damn, it's hard enough to get what I got. I don't want to share any of this. The mental space, the emotional space, the financial, what little you could scratch. Everybody's scratching. Come on. There's this sense of just fucking moving on and fight me for it. There'll be some legal obstruction here. It says here avoiding conflict, lack of energy, missed opportunities, lost battles, but I'm getting like the fight turned into somebody got their teeth knocked out. There's a little bit of both. And in this is the part where you're going to be finding strength, Sagittarius. You're going to be called in this month to fight for your peace. And you'll find it. But not by repeating the cycle and upgrading and upgrading and upgrading. And with every man or every woman you go out with, you learn a little bit more. You need to cut the shit off. You need to cut this shit off. Get your shit together. Get a bag. Scoop all your shit up. Put it in a bag. Keep it there. Make it yours until it's not shitty anymore. That's the goal. Because it's all your shit. Now think about like, oh, wow, you can fix that? Oh, hell. Okay. Well, let me build. Oh, something just happened there. Interesting. They do not want you to. I just sprayed an entire candle's wax across the screen of my flat top, of my laptop. Look at that. I want you to see what just happened. Sagittarius, this is what you're up against. The smoking candle literally just laid me out. I can fix that. Don't worry about that. But this business here, that's how badly they blew my candle out over it. And we ain't even 15 minutes in. I bet you my fire alarm's about to go off too. This has been one smoky little... Interesting. It's very interesting. But all of that's going to help me calibrate here too. Who is going to get interrupted with Sagittarius? Now, we just read from the Scorpio read. And I want you to play that back, Sagittarius. Because you were involved there. It was Scorpio getting into some Gemini energy with a Sagittarius backup. And you were coming to Sagittarius with the business, with the realty, to counteract something going on with a smear campaign on an Aries. And you were coming in like the fucking cavalry. And what I see here is that you are going to find your voice in the next 4 weeks. Because, again, we're coming, as we do these readings, as we do these monthly readings, we go through period 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks. And might get week 1 and 2. And then we get we get about half a week 3. But we've gained all this knowledge, so it all falls apart. It just crumbles away like an old castle wall. And then it starts forming again with this new knowledge implied. Because you're not the same person as you were before you knew that. Your choices won't be the same. Okay. So yeah, start looking for your Scorpio connection. Or at least start looking for the Aries. Start looking for the cubing. This is coming in like a whole bunch of like the Eastern Star and the Magi looking for the birth of Christ. Because we are talking about some potential second coming here. Coming in with this big battle we're in right now. And this alignment of the 7 planets, like people are talking about, we haven't had this since the moment when humanity moved from being hunter-gatherers into architectural or into agricultural civilization. 1717 on the clock, 88. And, you know, the magic number is 42. It's right there. So yeah, use this information. This situation here for you, Sagittarius, is going to break you out of cycle and who you go to commiserate, because you're going to have a fire in the belly over this if you flip. You'll either suppress that and move into shame and inward deterioration and start eating yourself from the inward downward in the chakras. Or you're going to turn the other way. It's going to hit you in the belly chakra, your willpower, and you're going to go, oh, fuck no. But you need to not step back into it. Maybe you have a stable. You've got your handful of private friends, special friends. And you can't just turn around and go back to what you were doing. You're going to get the same cycle of 2-week relationships. And you've outgrown that somehow. Something happened. You reached a limit somehow. Or this toxicity level is what it is. Because every time, you're done playing the fool. Or maybe you're going to start playing the fool in a way that has everyone else fooled. Oh, that's right, because you're going to be going into this dark energy pairing up with Scorpio, going into that pairing up Gemini energy, where you guys are going to be secretive in what you're doing in the next 4 weeks. You're going to be working together for you to get out of a potentially dangerous relationship with whoever that was trying to control you, or that said that unkind, contemptuous thing, that big betrayal that hit you. That's why it's blurry about when you're leaving. I'm like always, oh, leave, get out, get out. No, you're sticking around long enough to figure out how to use as much of this as you can. You're going into cahoots with Scorpio this month, and the two of you are going to work together to figure out how to take this whole... I'm going to shut my mouth. You guys are going to be busy. It's going to be great. Keep your head down. And hey, look, that's the best Robert Heinlein with Moon is the Harsh Mistress and Number of the Beast. And all about the demon right here. There it is. Called him out. I called him out. in these streets with the pimp pusher energy. They're listening. They're always paying attention. You know, you may not have the phone on you, but spirit is always listening, and the demons that are riding those frequencies are listening too. Be mindful about your words. Something here about getting your words twisted around something said. Again, Scorpio or Sagittarius, this whole thing started when somebody said something off the cuff that was not very nice. Pure agape love, that's your marker. Be looking for that over the next 2 weeks. And that's how you know that would be your timing of when to watch for Scorpio. You don't have to go looking for Scorpio. Scorpio and you will be directed and arranged by life events to be in the same place by the end of week 2. Shit. Yeah, Ilbis is pushing this. This is bigger. This is out of my pay grade. That's out of my pay grade. Well, that's going to be like an OCD. So much fun. Peeling the wax off of. So Ilbis just presented himself because Ilbis wants you to be upset about things like this. Okay? Ilbis wants you to go and feel devastated or like some disaster or that kind of despair. Look, the whole idea of cleaning your monocle with the tears of orphan children, that's the shit that Ilbis lives off of. 2222. Thank you for the hearts. If you want to financially support the channel, you can make your contribution to the Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot until the channel matures on YouTube, which now requires, let's see, our next benchmark is the number of hours the channel is watched. So please binge watch the channel, enjoy as much as you can. Use the past readings to calibrate what has transpired and what you have discovered as life goes on and your part in it plays out and what you thought was happening back then. And who those people turned out to be. When we hit that benchmark, then we'll be able to do things like enjoy subscription-only content, special events, and what helps me out tremendously is when we can turn super chats on and contributions through YouTube. So for now, it's just strictly through Venmo. I'm only on YouTube, so don't ever, until the channel matures here, you shouldn't be sending your money to me through anything but Venmo. And it's just as you see it here, Angel Radio Tarot. Something about a personal obligation. You need some help with something. You're going to be asking for favors. Watch out for this dark combo right here. We're getting into some dark triad Machiavellian thing. This is just suggestion of a Virgo. If he's being charming, he can use some dark Capricorn energy. That's a devastating combo. That is a power exchange 1-2 punch. So when they go into Capricorn energy, that's when they cold you, when they ice you, when they give you cold shoulder. And it's, I don't excel. It's the lack of confidence you usually carry that says, I excel at most everything I do. And it's being matched with the charm of Virgo that says, you kind of owe me. And this is going to be the belief, the difference between your belief, the knowing, and your faith. So, Scorpio, there's going to be some, Sagittarius, there's going to be some challenging, it's gaslighting. It's gaslighting. It's trying to get you to exchange what you know from what they want you to trust. And they want to take control of your harmony. this would certainly, absolutely concern centrally about your harmony, but I see harmony resting in the upright. So I'm getting like this is some barking at a deaf cat kind of energy. So this challenge that's going to come to you, this person that's going to be like, what you going to do about it? They might get into your face a little bit, like, why are you playing in my face? And this is a romantic or trusted relationship, but fairly new. I've mentioned this before. I got in like 3 days into a very nice situation with a gorgeous man. And I was sitting with my legs crossed, and he stepped between my legs to lock them in, and then gave me a massive bitch slap right across the face while I was sitting down. I had my arms crossed like this, and reflex made me go, pow! And he slapped me again, and I went, pow! And he reeled back. Pretty sure I broke his jaw. Pretty sure I broke his jaw. But it was just reflex. It was the only thing my body, he hadn't, like he walked up and put his hand on this arm, and I had this one free. It was literally the only limb I had free from taking an attack to the head. Something about this, like that's how hard this is going to slap you. And maybe like when you wake up to this, you're going to, when this person says this trigger line, you're going to wake up to what was going on. Yeah. You're, okay. It wasn't about, oh my God. All right, Spirit. Let me catch up, please. You're rushing me with adrenaline. You're rushing me with giddy. I know you're excited to get the message to me. I feel every bit of that. Every bit of that. Please slow down. You're going to burn me up. They weren't after your total obliteration. They were after your harmony. They were doing sneak link shit around you, playing Truman Show with your life while they were trying to get things lined up constantly. They're not under the influence. Your heavenly angels are sending you this message now. Red flag, do not excuse it. These people, all their words and all their, it's just, no, see what happened was, no, nothing. If it's into question at all, it is a red flag. Period. Cut it off. Cut that shit off. No more benefit of the doubt. This is 2026. Red pill manosphere shit. We don't have time for this. It is a matter of life and death. Somebody else's life and death. And when you're in this with Scorpio, you're going to have to be tight with this. Look at my hands just shaking. It's like when your knee gets going. Because you know what I'm talking about. You know what's at stake here. And if you don't do this, apparently this Aries, you believe, is a very real risk of taking that kind of heat alone. And doubly because they all know you could have said something. And that's how that system works. And all it takes is one word, one objection to push that back. They go, oh shit. There wasn't supposed to be any other people around like watching. That's why you and Scorpio are going to go on the DL. Something about your DMs. Yeah, it's in the DMs. Careful where your communications are getting out to. Don't do this on a DM. You need to handle this. You need to handle this Desperate Housewives style, kind of like, yes, confirmation. Keep your conversations to yourself, and if you don't know how to have a private conversation, read Robert Heinlein's Moon is a Harsh Mistress. And yes, the MAGA movement stole red caps because Elon Musk is a freaking weirdo and thinks he's the next sci-fi god. He thinks he's the next stranger in a strange land. And if I haven't said that before, I have never said that before. That's a big revelation. Oh, yeah, these guys are on to me. They already know this. He's a megalomaniac. And he's after destruction. He is the bad guy in every Bond movie, except for he's a fucking clown car. Oh, the Bond guy with the ridiculous bad guy with the metal teeth. That kind of Bond villain. A dumbass. The kind that Michael Myers made fun of. Fucking idiots. Whew. Something got returned to sender here. Something got privately returned to sender. And I'm literally collecting that. Yeah, I'm literally collecting that and just kind of, okay, got it. Yeah, there's a djinn on the down low that's helping you out. Somebody's got a djinn in their pocket. Yeah, it's all on the down low from here on out with you and Scorpio. Just keep it to yourself. This was Scorpio's first card out. And this was what was matching on the other side of Gemini. So, yeah. Yeah. You're going to be working with Scorpio to... This is giving like women's rescue shelter vibe. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if we have any questions. Let's see if my computer still works. Hey, my mouse pad's jacked. Oh, but it's wax. This is the part I love. See, here's how all of this bad vibe. This looks like a giant essay on my computer, and they think that that's how it's supposed to feel. Like I'm just supposed to be devastated by this, but I want you to see this. Ha 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 ha. And this is how your problems are going to go, Sagittarius. It's going to be like, oh, fuck, no, that's hundreds of dollars. Oh, I can't do shit. I'm stuck. My life is ruined for days. Oh, I'm going to owe so much money. How am I going to get out of this? Shit's going to go bad. I'm not going to be able to get in there and fix it. Oh, it's fucking ruined. No. Oh, no. What is the screen melted? Oh, no. Oh, devastation. Oh, no. It's so much fun. I'm going to be stuck here now. I'm glad you guys are at the end of the reading. I'm going to sit here and do this and just watch it on the screen. Hey, you silly creeps. I can't wait to pick the keyboards out. And look, it's laying up these cool little discs. I just want whatever bad vibe that thinks that they're making a fucking problem from me, know that I sit back and talk about you and laugh. Fucking losers. Let's get into some questions. I have done all of the readings I'm going to do for tonight for horoscopes. So yeah, I can't, I can still see all the question too. Make sure I'm up here on, okay. So I'm still kind of got a couple more pieces to get off of here. See if it does it. Yay, you can't stop me, you clowns. It was trying to snip. All right. Yeah. Can't stop me. And all they wanted was for me to go, oh, it's ruined. That's all they want. For you to get lost in that moment of freaking despair. When your heart drops out because somebody pulled a plug going the other way, recessing sewage back into your belly chakra of willingness. And make you feel shame and hopeless and hopefully anger, which is the other end of shame. And then you can pull somebody else in. Piss them off. Act out and piss them off and get them looped into their own shame. Well, we got a whole shame circle going on. The demons are just killing it in the corner. Ass clowns. That's all they want. Oh, it's my pleasure. My pleasure. Yeah. When I bought the house I'm in now, I was sitting at the pub talking to an acquaintance of mine, and I said, "Yeah, I finally got that place nailed down. Fuck those clowns." And he goes, "Who are you talking about? Fuck who?" I said, "Oh, you know, there's always somebody around telling you ought not be doing. Just there's always somebody around telling you ought not be doing. Tell me whatever success you got in your life right now, that you don't have at least 3 people that you can think of that would wish you just misery for having something good. You can think of at least 3 people right off the bat. I can love them from so far away. Bless their hearts. Thank you for the hearts and the hundos. Quit talking with food in my mouth. Serious, y'all, I keep waiting for questions. If, let's see. Yeah. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you can jump in the chat. Let me know what your question is for today. Please, 1 per person, because I want to reach anybody that's curious. Anybody that has a question to ask. Need any details on, and it could be non-Sagittarius if you're cross-watching or help-watching. Scorpio, Sagittarius, you guys need to be all on the same page. Get that quarter of the constellations locked down, okay? Lock it down. It's going to be some tough stuff, but we're all here for you. All the rest of the zodiac are racking up, and we're here for you. Everybody's got their weakness. Everybody's got their strength. And we're here for you. There's some discovery here. Let's see. Who's discovery? We've got Sarah asks, can you please tell me if I'm going to do well in my new job? It's about to start. I'm extremely anxious about doing well at it. There's some new discovery here for you. It's definitely an open opportunity. I'm not seeing like a glass ceiling situation. I'm seeing that the person that invited you to this job wants you to succeed and hopes you grow in it. Has not necessarily plans for you to take higher positions right away, but could totally see you like sticking around and really developing yourself career-wise in one spot. You don't see that often, but they need somebody that can keep the intellectual property in-house and wants to make that investment. I wouldn't go advertising that you're willing to do that right away. That's going to be part of your selling point, is your value to others. Big, big quest for you right now. Value, or understanding your value to others. I hope you negotiated well on your pay. You may have some opportunity to negotiate for more. If there was an open opportunity for that, and let's see, it's about to start. If there was any perk whatsoever, I mean, even how much your pay is, and I don't care if it's an over-the-counter job or, you want that in writing. And it's not hard to do. It's just a letter from HR or an email. It's just an email from HR. Even a text message will do. Anything that is legally binding. Just have them. Can you just flash that detail over to me? Because we did that while we were talking and I want to nail it down. Because I have some other things that I need to look at. They don't need to know why or how. It could be your personal stuff. It could be your vacation. It could be another job. It could be a benefits package that you're held in trust somewhere they don't know anything about. It wouldn't be into their business anyway. A lot of people have large families. I get that you might be going through this feeling like you don't have any larger representation. Like maybe your boss thinks you're alone in the world, or a single parent, or that you don't have any experience in negotiating something greater for yourself. I'm getting to there's some sense of that. They are taking, because they're opening this broader image for you, this little holder vision, that they're also taking on a little bit more parental role with you than is appropriate for a respectful business relationship. You whoever you report to, or whoever is bringing you in on this. And it's not about owing favors. It's just you don't want to establish a parental role. 40-40 on the clock. You don't want to establish a parental role. What that's called is a mentor. A professional mentor. I hope that helps. Let's see. Yes, John Donne. I do have room for questions. I've gone through all the horoscopes for the night, and we're done with Sagittarius. So yes, I welcome your questions this evening. Let's see. Uh-oh, I pinned the wrong one. Hang on. Let's see. Kea Debeniza. I'm really in need of cash. I'm wondering what my luck is. And you're a Sagittarius. Well, your luck, I can already tell you, is going to be aligning with whatever Scorpio is involved. And if you are going to be working alongside Scorpio, what I'm getting is your financial security is not going to come in the form of cash with your relationship with Scorpio. It's going to come with your future security. And because if they pull this Aries out of the picture, you're the next weakest on the totem pole kind of vibe. And it's not it's almost like you have to make sure that Aries is stable, because if they're not going to leave Aries alone, they're not going to leave you alone. And that's why you're going to be seeking an alliance with Scorpio. Scorpio could probably take this whole thing on its own, but Scorpio is expecting you to come in and offer some help. That was Scorpio's reading, was be looking for. Let's see. And if you are aligning yourself with divine and following instruction to assist the Scorpio, and you're not going to know, people don't walk around like, hey, what's your sign? But I don't think there's going to be any confusion for you, like more than one opportunity to assist somebody. So if you're going to align yourself with divine, divine already has that plan for you. Okay, I already know this person's going to come in and help if they are willing. So I already know divine has already written all this shit out. Where heaven and earth and all of the biblical stuff, all of the future telling and the forecasting about how the planet's going to work and what, like all that whole ineffable plan of God business, like the plan's already written for you. What jacked that up, and this is probably the secret that Ilbis made with God, free will. Which, man, that keeps God hopping. That keeps God hopping. God already has his plan laid out. Divine, Holy Spirit, already has this whole thing mapped out. And is busy like the Adjustment Bureau working full time. Think of the angels as the Adjustment Bureau. And so every time free will gets engaged, you throw a monkey wrench in that plan for you. Now, consider that plan for you includes rewarding you not for merit's sake, but rewarding you because you prove a viable participant. 4444. You have been identified as a positive influence toward keeping the ineffable plan in place. Toward keeping the ineffable plan moving and making things move smoothly for the greater good. That greater good includes your greater good. So if you work against the plans that are laid out for you, You're jacking your whole scene. You're making it harder for the whole system to elevate, which keeps you down here because you don't get to climb over top of people. Unless you have some extraordinary experience where you are like some massive opportunity comes to you and you are able to like save 1,000,000 lives, or some massive karmic outlay, and you make the unsurprising and unexpected choice. You make the choice that no one thought that you would. And it throws the monkey wrench into the demon's plans. And that elevates. It opens up. It's like resets the whole landscape of goodness. That kind of shit will get you in the game. I think that's all I have on that. I hope that helped. Do mine's next, please. I love that. I love that. Let's see. Tyreek Westby. What should Tyreek be paying attention to? Let's see. Hi, Angela. Angelina, hi. Wendy, hi. Nice to have you. There's a broken coven that's dissolving or has dissolved because of your presence. They're not under the influence here. They're taking this very hard. Or they're not under the influence. They don't have any influence. They're dead in the water. Your meditation is their destruction. There's a Virgo coming in to save you or to back you up. When this Virgo appears, it will come at the same time of what would have been your total obliteration. I feel a tower moment coming for you. Some self-doubt here. This Virgo may be providing this. That's kind of Virgo's MO. You're going to be humbled. Oh, that's what it is. It's not a dark Virgo. And they don't want your total obliteration. But they are the ones that are going to bring a karmic lesson for you about humility. The police might be involved. Or the potential for the police to be involved. I get that the Virgo will come at the right time. Again, the timing was kept coming in. The Virgo will happen when this potential obliteration will come. And you have the opportunity to save yourself by humbling yourself in front of authority. The parental figure potentially, or someone that wants to take respect. Hey, you know what? I can vouch for that young man or they're going to look at you, and if you have a wild eye, they're going to go, I can't influence this young man. I can't influence this young person. They're going to let PD take you. They're going to let authority take you. If you can prove in this moment that you can humble yourself and receive leadership from Virgo, which is going to come cold and calculating. It's going to come with a sharp word. It's going to come with some Generation X tongue lashing. It is going to save your ass from going to jail. Sure enough. Sure enough. Pay attention to some wisdom coming at you. Somebody says, hey, young blood, let me talk at you. Take their freaking advice. Nobody says that shit when they're about to do something bad to you. They say that shit when they're tired of watching you about to step on your dick again. They can't watch, man. They can't. Come here, boy. You're going to kill yourself with that shit. Come. Throw that shit. Throw it down. Let it go. Put it down. Put it down. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. That's where they're at with you. That's how they're going to come at you. And you better come under. They're trying to save your ass. Who else do we got? You come in sharp. That's how they're going to come at you. Let's see. Who else do we have? Who the hell was that? I got somebody's auntie yelling at you from the front porch. I'm going to throw my fucking flip-flop at you. Er day. Damn. Let's see what else we got going on. Oh my God, I need to eat more biscuits. I need biscuit money, y'all. Let's see what we got. Kaya de Beniza. I left a relationship with an energy drainer that was a twin flame. Did I do good? Can you tell me? You did good, honey. You did good. You did real good. You did real good. I'm very proud of you. Do it again. Keep doing it. Every time every time that thought form comes up in your head, do it again. Just like that. Let's see. Wendy, are you supposed to move now? Wendy asks, am I supposed to move now? I'm getting like a yeah, I don't want to get back into that. I'm being paused because this came up in conversation earlier in the week. And to my person's last question, was it Cayo? No, that was yeah, Cayo de Beniza. The national statistics is that it takes an average of 7 times for a domestic abuse victim to leave their abuser permanently. That means from 0 to they never hurt me, or one time and I left, to 7 being the average, the other end of the spectrum, never making it out. You see where you are now. You should be able to find yourself on that somewhere like that. Okay, Wendy. Am I supposed to move now? There was a lost opportunity here, but there's a new opportunity that's going to take a little bit more work. You lost the last opportunity due to lack of planning, and financial loss was a missed chance. I'm getting that you tried to make the move like a month too soon, or you miscalculated, so you were going to have to come up with first and last, something like that. But you still have the opportunity. I mean, those opportunities are still there, not the same one. But you'll be very glad that you took this one instead. That opportunity presented a better opportunity for you. And it's going to take a little bit more work. I am advising you on overextending yourself financially. If you are renting, you should not be holding debt. If you own a home, that's the only debt that you should be carrying. Having a car note with insurance having a car note for one requires full coverage insurance. Makes it never worth it. Public transportation, you start to go into like the gas money and stuff, but we're not talking about that. Add that shit up. You can live off, oh crap. Something about living off of luxury, living without the little luxuries. Or you're going to learn how, you about to learn how to be poor. It's all right. I bought 2 huge heads of cabbage today for $3.75. It's going to feed me for a week and a half. That with a $4 bag of mixed lentils, a $4 bag of like 3 pounds of rice, canned chicken for $2.35 for a 10-ounce can of cooked chicken. Your meat will never go bad. It's good for like 2 years. If you're a single person, which most 5, cooking for 1, cooking for 2, you experience like I do. I just got a time shift. You experience like I do, continuously buying large racks of meat with the intention of cooking it and putting it all up and eating on it over time. Does not happen. Doesn't happen. It does not happen. I work hard to do that, and it does not happen. And then you waste. And then you don't have any chicken in your house because you think you're not supposed to have chicken unless you're cooking it. Something like that. If I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy the meat. No, you got to think about your waste here. You're going to learn how to get more out of less. Being frugal doesn't mean being cheap, and it doesn't mean being broke. And it doesn't mean trying to make, like, still living with the same thing. No, you're going to pick up a different lifestyle. You're going to find a whole new way of doing things more simply. It's going to take more of your physical time. But look, this is how people hang on to their money as they get older. It's not that they get like, oh, I came into millions of money. Nobody has that. Nobody has that rich uncle out there. Not many. What they do have is life experience that shows them how to be as cost efficient, to hang on as much of their money as they can, so that when opportunities arise for improvement, you are already in a seated position with your package in hand, ready to make the proper choice, not being rushed into it, not being rushed into overextending. And then you buy as best a quality as you can, because quality doesn't mean high price. Quality means the best built, put together, that will last the longest and can be repaired. In the military, we call this being clean, dried, and serviceable. Serviceable. You got to be able to fix it and repair it. There's all the disposable shit is getting ridiculous. Disposable vacuum cleaner for $60. And the last one I bought, I used it twice. And it's not made, it wasn't even made to match up. Like, the canister was attached to the thing, but when you push it across the rug, the whole thing was bendy, so that it would just like lift off of the entire vacuum device, and I was blowing dust out into the room. And it was a brand name. So it's going to involve more attention to you getting into the business of your household. People put their name on shirts and their name on businesses and the sides of trucks and the moving companies and labels, and everything commercial has somebody's name on it. Well, your house and your finances and your legal entity of who you are when you go out in the world, that's the same thing. It's just scaled down to one person. That is your business, the business of your household. Okay. Tyreek, I'm looking. Do mine's next, please. I'm going to do Tyreek's next. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let's see. There we go. That's your question. Oh, I can't wait to read this. You pull so much great energy through. It's so familiar. Is there anything I should pay attention to or things I should be aware of? It feels like something always putting roadblocks. It's because they are. It's because they are. It's because they are. They are. They're always putting roadblocks. They're always putting, that's their job, is to fuck with you. And it's not just their job, it's their pleasure. It's their pleasure. It sustains them. When you're blue, you go and do things that sustain you. When you're sad, there are things that go through your life and your energy that build you back up, make you feel good. People who are evil are the opposite. Things that grate them are the things that improve you. And you need to think about this with compassion for your enemy here. Paying attention, yes. I want you to pay specific attention to the roadblocks, the type of roadblocks, the kind of flavor that they have, their strategic approach. How are they similar? I want you to become a forensics expert on your roadblocks. Because this isn't just tons of random roadblocks. This is 1 or 2 or 3 very specific energies that continue to poke you when you walk down the street. But they're invisible because you haven't looked for them. So they're like ghosts walking around in a parallel dimension that can only blow in your face. We've got the Knight of Wands here. This is, there's a lack of action, like you don't have, are you afraid? Taking unnecessary risks, but it should be the opposite. Taking unnecessary risks. I'm getting that you are complicating something. You pulled your energy down, but it's causing you to be almost reckless with trying to hide. There's a lack of passion and a lack of action. What I'm getting is there's a lack of outward expression, and you've pulled yourself so tight now that you're almost just kind of peeking under the hoodie. There's some peeking from the blanket kind of action. And yeah, I'm trying to find that what you're trying to be pay attention to. It's paying attention to pulling back instead of pulling inward. There's what you should be paying attention to is your direction. How are you moving from your enemy or from these barriers? Are you withdrawing, retreating, or are you shutting down, trying to make yourself small? This action will fix you to a place. Spiritually, physically, you're anchoring your tailbone into the center of the earth. Your tailbone is your fear chakra. You're like your lizard brain is going off the rails. Almost, I didn't want to say paranoid because there are some very real obstacles. Your response is appropriate, but your response is also what's keeping you back. So when it's a fight or flight, or fawn, or what is that? Like your freeze response. You're freezing when this is going on. You're seeing the omens. I told you to look for the omens here. You already see the omens. You see all these barriers. But you're shrinking yourself and trying to avoid them. What I'm going to ask you to do is to see them and to mentally draw yourself back and just take a look at them all together as a group. Try to tease them apart. Those match. Those have the same kind of... Now, what's the timing on those? Because that might be the follow-up to that guy, and you'll see patterns emerge, and it won't feel so random for one. And the Buddhist meditation of like the tempest in the teapot, if things get really swirly, you pull back. Don't anchor into the middle of it. You're trying to sit in the bottom of the river and let all this blow past you. But that's if nothing's attacking you. You're getting hit from a couple of different sides here. And I get the feeling it's only one or two entities that's doing this. And these entities are people in your life that are wishing you some kind of, or just like somebody angry, and they're snapping spiritually. They're snapping in your direction. So that tempest in a teacup here. A tempest is a storm. It's another word for a storm, like a thunderstorm. A tempest in the ocean. It's a great big swirl, like a whirlpool, not quite a hurricane. And so like a baby hurricane. And a tempest in a teapot. The whole thing is to envision you're looking down into a bowl of water, and it's just swirling like a teacup. Tempest in a teacup. You've just done the spoon in your coffee cup. And you put the spoon away and the water's still moving. The dairy is still swirling. The stuff is still bubbles. And it's a little, it's a mess. It's a hurricane. But if you get real close to it, it's a hurricane. But if you pull back, you can recognize the edges of it. That it is contained inside something as small as your hands. That its impact can't blast your ship, and that you can actually discern the physics of what's going on. The chaos is removed. So this is what you're in. They're trying to, you ever been at the park, Tyreek, and the wind kicks up in the fall and there's a swirl of leaves that comes around your feet? Yeah, that kind of thing. That kind of thing. I hope that helped. Who else do we have a question for? Or who else has a question? We were going to... Thank you for your energy, Tyreek. Thank you for your question. Happy birthday, Simon! Oh, Deborah, are you asking if you're going to be loved by someone other than yourself? I can't answer that. Are you going to be, am I going to be comfortable and loved? My my personal idea of what that was going to look like for me has changed dramatically over the years. I could not get what I needed externally as promised. Not the promise that the world made me, not the promise that any man made me. They all promised that it was going to come to me from someone else. They all promised that if I did right, if I was right, if I loved right, that it would come to me in the form of another human being. I want you to meditate on that. That it could come from somewhere else other than another human being. Okay. Did I hit the bottom of it already? No, there we go. Thank you for your service, Wendy. I am too. Air Force, Air Traffic Control. Thank you, Stormy Rose. It never gets old hearing that. And it always strikes me when I hear it at just the right time when I didn't know I needed to hear it. Let's see. Any other questions? Let's see. Dust Devils. Dust Devils, yeah. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Let's see. Who is that? Michael Roberts. Hi. Thank you for coming into the room. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I think we'll be up here for about another 10 minutes or so. I'm taking questions for the general tribe. Everyone, anyone, please be respectful in the chat room. Michael Roberts. My birth pattern is the pattern in the Bible of the name of the Holy One of Israel. How many times the name is in the Bible? 3 times in Psalms. I thought you had a question. I just clicked over. I just saw that you were doing your birth pattern. I thought you were giving chart. Tracy has a, Tracy has a question. Tracy, let's see. Sagittarius, thank you for joining. Does Spirit have any message for me, for you specifically? Let's do like just a couple of free cards. Let's see. For you specifically. Oh. Ooh. This is going to be more than 3 cards. This could get interesting. I'm just going to throw it out. So Spirit is directing me to just slingshot this like I normally would. Oh. That's right. That's right. Can y'all see these? Oh, they're disappearing. You wanted to go over there. I see it. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Tracy, interesting stuff going on for you. Interesting. Tracy, I'm getting that there is an Aquarius in your energy or coming to you. This is coming to you. This person isn't here yet. They are elevated. And they are a seer. Now, this could be an Aquarius, or this could come in like a daydream. We'll see what this drama is right here. But this elevated, and very specifically, a seer or an outward spirit communion. And a shimra, an event. Dark Cancer energy, or low vibe Cancer, is satisfied, very having lots of feels about this, like it was a very emotional satisfaction about some kind of break from the family or a break from a community. There was the jinn and non-corporeal, so we've got some heavy spirit energy about this Dark Cancer was your jinn, and they are spiritually satisfied. Their feelings for it are centered around they don't need to know anymore. They're confident. They feel secure in whatever this issue is, like whatever they were satisfied about. They have enough information. They're okay with that. They genuinely are in the feels about being satisfied on the spiritual level, and they don't need to know anymore. They don't need to go any further. And realizing that this family communion, community, social obligation, rule structure is not part of their higher elevated self. And what they're finding, their elevated self, Tracy, as this Aquarius seer elevated. So Tracy, I am seeing a breakaway a cord cutting from a jinn element. Or no, karmic debt paid. That's, oh. Tracy, you're gonna pay it up on your karmic debt here, and you're gonna be elevated. You're going to get full Aquarius energy, like your download. We talked about the portal being open, and because we're going to get all of these drop shipments in for upgrades. This is your upgrade, Tracy. This isn't about cord cutting. You're going to satisfy this Cancer's demon attached to them, or whoever was someone's influencing their opinion. You are going to have this thing where you're going to never have to hear about that from them again. They will be completely satisfied, like there's nothing. They got okay with whatever it is that you're choosing to do, or they're gonna get okay with it. This is like a parent that is worried about you in a lifestyle they don't understand, until they become confident that yes, you are safe. They don't need to know anything else about it. Maybe you're in a polygamy. Maybe you're in a plural marriage. Something like that. That kind of, I just want to know that you're safe, honey. It's just different. It's just weird to me still. I'm still getting used to that. It's okay, long as you're happy. And then because of that, you get to just like, that's going to be the last thing that is holding you back from just being able to fly. And that's where you're going to get, this is your upgrade. This is your big package for this. Whew. Love it. Love that. Love that. Oh my. I'm so glad you found me too, Tracy. Uni 38, thank you. What wonderful blessings. I mean, you blessed me by telling. I'm so glad that I can bring that to you from high up. Oh, Deborah, honey, let's find that out. I want some tea. My feet are cold. Ugh. Something about my feet are cold. My legs got cold. I'm sitting here with long socks on, so my knees are cold. But something about cold feet. Ugh. Ugh. Are you set free from your ex? Did you get cold feet? Something you knew about them already? Capricorn, cold feet, cold feet. And somebody not minding their own business, or you found out something, they found out something that gave them the ick, or gave you the ick. At the last minute, because cold feet would suggest something in the next 30 days, or something in the last 30 days. Cold feet, time to step out. And you took your blessings with you. There was some pimp pusher energy. Sorry, I'm not flipping the cards around. There's a pimp pusher energy. Or maybe you had to. And you schooled somebody. You absolutely schooled some dark Scorpio energy. So some pettiness. Okay. Okay. My temperature's all over the place right now. Use every indication you get from nature around you for shifts in anything as indicators of things that are trying to pull your attention to a specific moment you're passing through. Black hole. With the wax across my screen, Tyreek, it looked like you said sometimes it feels like a black hole croissant. No. let's finish this. Let me get back in this. Something about croissants, something about breakfast foods, argument over breakfast. Argument over a posh breakfast. Something outside your pay grade. Oh, the posh breakfast was too expensive. Pettiness. Just being done. You were done. Something about the 30 days or something. You're going to know for sure about something. Capricorn's going to bring it to you. You got some piece of information or some detail in the next 30 days coming to you that is going to make it so easy that you're going to find out that they were fucking around on you. And it's a good time to leave. And this is just like some wild shit, some off-planet petty shit, some like outrageous. I'm getting backdoor, like not grody, like off-planet sneaky link. While you were standing there, kind of shit. Like you don't let your man walk behind you. Don't let your man walk where you can't see where his eyes are or what his expression is on his face. Think about it. How easy is it for you to walk behind your man while you're walking and you flirt with every guy that walks by? Watching the back of his head and he can't see a thing. That guy, and right there in the back of your head, right there. People start telling you shit and it don't fit the person that you know. How well do you think you know that person? How well do you think people come to you and tell you about who people doing behind your eyeballs? That's that's the difference between mama having eyes in the back of her head. Because she's expecting it. Because she knows those kids. She knows when there's silence. She knows what to look for. And she knows she's got the eyes in the back of her head because she's busy looking for it. Let's see. Oh, you're so welcome, Tracy. Brown croissant. Oh, let's see. One more. Stormy Rose. We'll take one more. I'm just scanning through here, trying to catch up. We got one more. I am so glad that I got to spend time with you folks today. I've had a wild couple of, not wild, I'm talking about on the spiritual realm, completely occupied every waking hour. My mind is processing and getting downloads and just, I have the privilege, my life and spirit has arranged that I can be here with my mind on nothing else but making sure I eat every day. Making sure I keep eating, making sure I let the dogs go out, making sure I bathe and brush my teeth every day. But other than that, I mean, I live my full nun lifestyle. I live my full nunnery. I can't cloister in Coventry because I'm a disabled adult and I own property. But I do, and it's not like, oh, I do my best to be a good nun. It's Spirit has freed me up because my mind is fucking online 24/7 for you folks. And that's just like, and the rest of the time, I'm just trying to keep pace so that I don't burn out and I can keep functioning and like keep making sure I eat and pay my bills. But even that, I mean, you can put your bills on auto pay and just kind of monitor that shit, take care of your business, trust people that you delegate your life stuff out to, hire people to do that shit, hire those people because they're professionals at it. But, you know, like, I got my insurance agent. I don't worry about that shit. I got somebody. And something about being a seer here. Oh, your path, maybe, ma'am. Something about seeing a seer and jinn and Cancer. Your path. We're talking about your path. Why did jinn get me talking about my shit? It's a dark Cancer here. Oh, excuse me. What is that? That was awful. Something about your DMs. And that came from way down low. A Pisces. Watch for a Pisces here. So what I also started to tell you was that even when I am asleep, I am busy doing this here for you. I don't get a fucking wink. I don't get black sleep. My eyes close and I wake up in my dream mode, in busy freaking astral travel, laying down new memories in full color, just like I'm wide awake. And I wake up with all of that. I don't get any rest when I sleep. And I don't get but about 4 or 5 hours of sleep a shot. And I do that probably 2. If it's bad, I'll hit 3 times in about 12 or 15 hours. But I'll get a 4 or 5 hour cycle, 4 hours, about every 15 hours. I don't know how I would hold down a job. If I had to be on any kind of regular schedule here, maybe that's for you, ma'am. You quit thinking about shit on like 9 to 5, what you see on TV, people going to work. There are so many people out here doing unconventional jobs. Oh my God, that's the deal right there. This seer energy here. There's a jinn keeping you from your seeing properties. They've got you stuck in dark Cancer mode. You're going to look up for yourself sometime what the traits are for Cancer. And that's where this jinn has got you locked into a framework of getting up and going to work every day, coming home, cooking food, going to bed, getting up and going to work every day. They've got you stuck in the matrix. There's a power exchange here you're feeling. It's due to a crossroads deal with Lucifer. God damn, why didn't I see this a minute ago? I didn't even look at this. They've got secrets with Pisces. They're going to try to blackmail somebody. Lucifer's right up in the middle, pushing this jinn right up into you. Look at that. This power exchange failed. This crossroads deal failed. They think they can get to you through this Pisces. This might be a family member or some kind of family catastrophe. Some kind of, because it's Skelly's in the closet and this has already failed. They thought they could blackmail somebody. They thought they could get you. God, I don't know what's going on there. This was the master plan. This was how they were going to do it. And I think it failed. But you need to check in on this Pisces because it's still coming heavy in your energy. They still have their secrets, but they're still dealing very much with Lucifer. They are still very much at risk of having their shit exposed. Well, folks, I am exhausted and grateful, so very grateful that you all are here with me. It's just brings me back here, and I can't express how grateful I am to have this outlet, to be able to share this and bring this to you. It has become my life's purpose. And as corny as that sounds, there really isn't anything in my life that fulfills me the way this does, bringing this news here to you. I'm so grateful for the chance to do it and to finally find my tribe, to find the place where I am accepted and loved and received so generously when I go out of my house and I am treated so poorly by the meat bodies around me. It really is a refuge being here with you. Thank you so much. I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm coming up next. Hit the like bell. Double tap that screen if you're on with me on a smart device. And if you're watching a smart TV, binge watch by hitting that play mix on the channel screen. Help me grow the channel just a little bit more so we can take your financial contributions and your subscriptions and memberships directly through YouTube. If you want to contribute to the channel, until then, you can financially contribute to the Venmo account at Angel Radio Tarot. I'm the only one up there. You can only ever find me on YouTube, so don't send your cash to any other platform right now. I'll let you know at a certain date and a big announcement on the channel when we reach that. You'll be able to see when we're finally growed up enough to have super chats. And then, well, until then, we'll see you next time. Take care.